Hello everyone, and welcome back to Figure Review. On this episode, I'm kicking off my look at WWE Elite 36 with Bo Dallas. And all you gotta do is believe. This is Bo Dallas' first Elite figure. Pretty cool, and as you can see, we got the return of cloth shirts. One of my favorite things Mattel does is the cloth shirts. As you guys know, I was in that game for a while, before supplies got a little too pricey for my liking. So I always love to see Mattel bust out the cloth shirts. Very cool. We got Bo Leave in the front. And of course, let's take a look at the head scan real quick. I believe this is the same exact scan we got on the basic figure. So nothing really new there. Not to get you guys too excited right off the bat here, but there is a little paint discrepancy on the side of his head. So that does leave an opening for me to do a new episode of Customs and Fix-Ups. I know you guys been asking, and I want to do them for you. But you guys got to understand, Mattel figures are way too expensive for me to just pick up figures specifically to do that show. eBay and YouTube are my two primary sources of income, and I don't do that great on YouTube to be buying these type of figures just for the show. So if you guys want that stuff to go down, please share the channel, get more people. The more money I can make, because those are my two primary sources of income, the more shows, and hell, I could even do giveaways if I got popular enough. So you guys keep that in mind. But back to the figure here. Pretty awesome scan. I am really loving that scan. Like I said, the little paint thing is obviously not on Mattel's problem. That's quality control issue. But other than that, great hair sculpt, great face sculpt. You really want to punch him right in the face with that stupid smile. Awesome black and white shirt here with Bo Leave. Velcro in the back. Let me ditch the shirt, and we'll take a look at the figure. There's the inspirational one himself. Oh, look at that. Inspired to fall down. My Bo Dallas figure does not believe. And they have the shirt. Like I said, pretty well made, as usual. Fits well. I'm not having the issue like I had on Elite 35 Randy Orton, where the sleeves were a little tight. Once again, I mean, I kind of understand, but I don't understand why Mattel doesn't put the designs on the back. I mean, it's not that hard to split it down the middle and just make two stamps. I mean, I'm sure it costs a lot of money, but if you're going to go this far, you may as well go all the way, you know what I mean? But that's an issue for another time. It's still pretty nasty, and you probably won't be looking at the back too much anyway, but it'd be nice if it was there. We have the return of the slightly out-of-shape Matt Hardy torso. For those of you that remember that figure. Fits well on Bo Dallas. I actually kind of love that Bo Dallas kind of lets his belly go a bit, because it just makes him look that much more obnoxious. Especially when he does the victory lap around the ring and that stupid pot belly is bouncing all over the place. And not that I'm judging, folks, let me tell you. My belly puts Bo's to shame, but it just adds to the douchiness of the character. And you see, Bo is all decked out in his white attire here. White wrist tape, white trunks, white knee pads, white boots. And what I love about this one, he's got the big red and black Bo Leave on the back of his trunks. So pretty cool here. You can see how nice and, believe it or not, I think they actually could have went a little darker with the hair. But that's, I'm really not even nitpicking. Just seems like on TV when he's got his hair real wet, it gets almost like jet black. It gets so dark, but really nice figure. As for a score on this one, this is one of those where it's hard to score, because technically this is all he's ever had for, like, stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't won a belt on WWE television yet. I guess he could have came... Alright, well, I'll cut you this then. He could have came with a ladder or the NXT Championship to celebrate the first ever NXT takeover on the WWE Network. So, we'll give this figure a 9 out of 10. I know that's really high, but it's really accurate to Bo Dallas. Like, I can't really knock it down that far, because it's pretty accurate, you know. I could knock it down for not being visually very exciting. Like, if you weren't a fan of WWE, you would not be interested in this figure really at all. It's pretty boring to look at, but if you know Bo Dallas, then you know it's very accurate. So that's why he gets the 9 out of 10. Could have been a 10 out of 10 with the NXT title, and probably even with an NXT designed ladder, would have probably still been a 9, because You can get a ladder almost anywhere at this point. But there you have it, folks. Bo Dallas, Elite 36, 9 out of 10. Stay tuned for the next episode of Figure Review, where we'll be taking a look at the bizarre one, Gold Dust. And if you want that episode, you know what you have to do. It's all you have to do. Is Bo leave?